Good morning, friends. This is Thursday Morning Family Storytime, and I'm Miss Jess. As usual, we're going to be focusing on our favorite songs and rhymes today, and you guys can supplement at home with some books that you've already got or anything that you find online, which we'll talk a little bit more about. Now, you know what this means. It's story time, so let's get ready. Now, normally I would tell you to get all snug and comfy, but not today. You know, our Thursday morning story time, we always start by getting some wiggles out, so I want you to stand right up, plant those feet big and strong on the floor, stretch your arms up above your head. I don't know, can you guys tell? At the library, we have a really tall ceiling, but I bet your ceilings at home aren't quite that high. So in this library, I like to see maybe if anyone's grown a little bit and gotten taller this week. And maybe you're a little closer to the ceiling than you were before. Do you think you guys are taller? I bet every single one of you is taller than the last time I saw you at the library. So we're going to get all stretched out and ready. We're going to hop up. In fact, I'm going to have Freddie Bear hold our song for this morning. If you don't know this song, well, you'll pick it up pretty quick. And if you do know this song, join in with me at home, okay? If you'd like to read a book, clap your hands. If you'd like to read a book, clap your hands. If you'd like to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you'd like to read a book, clap your hands. Okay, you guys know what comes next, right? You're going to, you got it, stomp your feet. If you'd like to read a book, stomp your feet. If you'd like to read a book, stomp your feet. If you'd like to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you'd like to read a book, stomp your feet. Now, what do we do next? Oh, that's right, we shout. What was that? Shout it again. Yes! Hooray! That's right, we're going to shout hooray. So let's get ready for this one. If you'd like to read a book, shout hooray, hooray! If you'd like to read a book, shout hooray, hooray! If you'd like to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you'd like to read a book, shout hooray, hooray! All right, I think we are just about ready for some talking about some books today. Okay, but before we do that, I want you guys to take those big strong feet you've got planted in the ground, and I want you to stretch your arms, stretch them up as high as you can go, and make a little roof over your head. Make it as big and tall as you can. I want you to be a big, strong mountain. Stretch that right up to the sky, and then you can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle yourself and crumble down to the floor. And now you can get all comfy. You can grab yourself a stuffed friend, a blanket, a pillow, whatever you want to get cozy while we talk about some books. Now, let's see. Do you guys remember, did you think about last week's challenge? I wanted you to make somebody smile. So how did you bring a smile to somebody's face this week? Can you tell me right now? Yes, hugs are good, smiles are good. Helping out with chores is really good. Yeah, sometimes just being a friend is the best way to make somebody smile. So we're going to have a different challenge at the end of this week's story time, but I think it'd be really great if you just kept trying every day. See if you can make somebody smile, make somebody happy, and make their day. But this week's challenge is going to have to do with food. Have I mentioned before that I love food? I love to eat food. I love to make food. I don't always love to go shopping for food, but sometimes we all have to do things that we don't really like. That's all right. So we're going to be talking about books about food today. And while I was looking for some books that you guys can all access from home, I ran across an old favorite by a recently departed favorite author, Tommy DePaula. Now, he has a whole lot of books, and he has a super awesome book you guys probably have heard of before about food. It's about spaghetti. It's called Stregonona. But that's actually not the book I want to tell you about today. The one I want to tell you about today is called Pancakes for Breakfast. I love pancakes. I love breakfast. I love breakfast for dinner. But I digress. This book is so wonderful because not only is it about pancakes, but it's really cool. It's a wordless book, which means there are all pictures to tell the story and no words to tell the story. So what we call in the library, we call picture books. They're books that have big pages with lots of pictures, but they also have words in them. But a wordless book is a special kind of book that has all those same pictures and no words. So when you find this book, you can find this book, Pancakes for Breakfast by Tommy DePaula. You can find this book on Hoopla or on Overdrive and Libby. So grown-ups, you can always go check the downloads tab of the Ames Free Library website to see how to access those if you don't already have those apps on your phone or on your device. So you can access this book from either place. And when you do and you open it up, you will see a whole story told just with pictures. And you'll want to watch, instead of just flipping the pages real quick and say, okay, I already read the story, you want to stop and take some time to really look at these pictures. Because there is a little old lady, and guess what? She wants pancakes for breakfast, but she needs to get a few things before she has pancakes. So make sure you read through to the end and check out every page. Look at all the pictures, look at all the pieces of the picture, and see what's going on. It's a really fun story. I really enjoy it. I think you guys are going to like this one a lot too. Now, there are a lot of other books out there, of course, about great food. How about, let's see, Pete the Cat and the Perfect Pizza Party. That's another one. You can find that one on Overdrive. Or maybe The Little Red Hen. I bet you guys know a little bit about the story of the Little Red Hen. So The Little Red Hen, there are lots of different kinds. In the library, I have got books where she makes a cake or she makes a pizza, but usually she makes some bread. So you will find some different versions of the Little Red Hen making bread on either Hoopla or Overdrive. So you'll find different ones with slight variations and maybe different pictures depending on which author worked on that book. So that's another great story about food that I really love. Or if you go to Hoopla and you search pancakes, you're going to find books like Curious George Makes Pancakes, or Mama Panya's Pancakes, and a whole handful of other ones. And that's just pancakes. So lots of options for yummy books to check out about food this week. Now, those are the storybooks. And of course, I always like to share some nonfiction books with you. So preschoolers, do you remember what a nonfiction book is? We talk about this almost every week. Nonfiction books are the real books, the real fact books. So they tell you things about the way things really are and the way things really work. So nonfiction, books about food. Let's see. I think if you guys go to that link back where you came to the Family Storytime online, there's going to be a link for the Abdo Digital Bookshelf. And you're going to find there some tasty nonfiction books about food. If you search taste, you might learn something about how we taste things, our sense of taste. So there are some fun things to learn in there. You might find books about pizza. You could search for books about muffins. And when you find these books, they're nonfiction books. They're real fact books with real pictures. So you're going to find some facts about food, but you're also going to find some recipes to try making food if you have a grown-up who can help you with that. And in one of those books, you're even going to learn about shapes. So all sorts of options about food for all different levels of readers. And there's definitely some fun stuff, even in the nonfiction, the ones that aren't stories, but they have some neat stuff in them. So check those out. We're going to do things just a little bit out of order. Normally, I would roll our die and we'd sing a song from our Storytime sheet. But we are talking about food and pancakes, and I'm so hungry for pancakes. You guys, I think we should make some pancakes. Yeah? Who's in? Raise your hand if you want some pancakes. I do. All right, so let's get our big bowl out, and we're going to get ready, and we're going to make some pancakes. So we're going to get a big bowl. We're going to get our big spoon, and we're going to get ready to mix it right up. Are you ready to cook with me? Here we go. Mix a pancake, stir a pancake, pop it in the pan. Fry a pancake, toss a pancake, catch it if you can. Make sure you catch it. Pancakes are such a mess if they get all over your stove before they're cooked. Let's do that again. We're going to mix it up and then we're going to cook it. Here we are. Mix a pancake, stir a pancake, pop it in the pan. Fry a pancake, toss a pancake, catch it if you can. I like to eat mine with butter and maple syrup. What do you guys like to put on your pancakes? Sometimes I put blueberries in mine. Lots of people like theirs with bananas. I could talk all day about pancakes, but let's not. Let's roll the die and get out our song sheet and see what we get. So here we are. I'm gonna roll this right in front of me. And today we have, what number is that? Can you count them? 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 little dots. Can you guys show me 1, 2, 3, 4 little fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Here we are. So we are looking for number 4. Now, here's the tricky part. We can count to 4, but can we read number 4? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, what's that? I passed number 4? Oh, that's number 4. Let's trace number 4. Let's make a number 4 here. All right, you can draw a great big number 4 in the sky. And then, who do you see right here? I see an awfully cute little buddy waiting for us today. Oof, oof, there's a little puppy. And he is sitting next to a letter. What is this big letter? It's a blue letter. It's a big blue letter B. Look at that. That's a whole bunch of sounds. Big blue letter B. That's a fancy word called alliteration. But we'll talk about that another day. Our B is for bingo. So we're going to sing a song about our puppy friend named Bingo. So guys, I bet you know this song. If you don't, you'll catch on pretty quick. We're going to sing about the farmer who has a dog whose name is Bingo. And we're going to spell out Bingo's name. It's B-I-N-G-O. So we're going to spell Bingo's name. But every verse, we're going to replace one of those letters with a hand clap. So you'll see what I mean pretty quick. Let's just get started. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh. Hey, Freddy Bear, what do we do this time? Oh, we have to clap instead? Okay, Freddy Bear says, instead of singing B-I-N-G-O, we're going to clap our hands for B. I-N-G-O. All right. I think you guys got it. Here we are. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh. Okay, so this time, 2 claps, right, Freddy Bear? Freddy Bear says yes. So we're going to do 2 claps instead of the letter B and the letter I. And we're just going to go straight through the rest of the song. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, okay, so that's 1, 2. This time it's 3. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, 4 claps this time, just the letter O left at the end. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, okay, no letters, just hand clapping. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, and Bingo was his name. Oh, all right, we've got those clapping hands out. Give yourself a round of applause. Yay! Okay, so that's almost the end of story time for us. I do have a new challenge for you before we go. I want you guys to help prepare a snack or a little meal for yourself this week, or maybe just part of a meal. So maybe if you are an older preschooler, maybe you can help out in the kitchen when it's time to cook something. Maybe you can stir something in a pot. Or if maybe you have a young one at home, then you can always have them maybe scoop something out into a measuring cup, and you can scrape off the top and they can dump it right in your bowl. Making muffins, making cupcakes, making brownies, those are such perfect things for little ones. They can always scoop and dump those ingredients and then stir it right up in that bowl, just like we mix our pancakes, right guys? That would be so much fun. Does anyone out there want to try making pancakes this week? Maybe you could help your grown-up mix up the batter and your grown-up can do the cooking. And I think you should let your grown-up do the flipping because we know that's the tricky part, right? Maybe you guys could sprinkle some cheese on the pizza or spread the peanut butter on your bread. I bet you guys can do that. I know there's a lot of big kids out there, so I think you could do that. You know, if you're maybe if you're in school or if you're almost in school, you could probably help read the recipe. And maybe you could help with some of the numbers. If you need a half a cup of sugar, I'll bet maybe you could look on your measuring cups and see which one is the half cup. So lots of things to be done with cooking in the kitchen. So however you help, if you scoop and dump or if you stir or maybe if you try to make your own sandwich, lots of fun things you can do in the kitchen. So see if you can help out to prepare a snack for yourself this week. All right, grown-ups, you guys can carry on Storytime fun by checking out the ebooks and the other learning links back on the Family Storytime online part of the Ames Free Library webpage. Hopefully you guys will find some fun stuff to explore this week. Definitely check out pancakes for breakfast. Really sounds good to me. All right, we're gonna say goodnight to our little boy here, and then we're gonna say goodbye. So you can take your little boy or your little girl or your little alien or whatever you want to make this friend this week, and we're going to tuck them right into bed. Here's a little boy and here is his bed, and here is his pillow where he lays down his head. These are his covers, let's pull them up tight and sing him a lullaby and kiss him good night. Good night, little boy. We've got him all tucked away. Time to have a nice little quiet rest. So friends, I hope you have a wonderful quiet afternoon. Don't forget to try out that challenge, try something in the kitchen, maybe even try a new food this week. You can tell me all about it when I see you next week. Bye.